Hello everyone, this is AmberAnkNA here. Welcome to my channel. Well, I play a variety of games and do narrations for fanfics. I'm really hoping you enjoy my content. If you do, make sure to comment below, leave a like, and subscribe with the notifications on. Right, until next time, this is AmberAnkNA. Welcome to my channel. So, hi. Well, guess what we're on, everyone? Basically, we are at the starting part of the story. Well, at least the chapter before the exciting chapter. The most exciting chapter is basically the chapter where it's the final chapter of the story. But we're gonna get there when we get there. I'm gonna go ahead and get started with it. The only reason now. Chapter 13. The night before. It has to be flawless for her. I won't stop anything else less than the absolute best, David. She damn well deserved it and so much more. Yeah, I understand. She does. But so do you. Go easy on yourself. It's gonna be great. Do you wanna know why? Because he's marrying you. The military veteran pointed his index finger, likely tossing his stepdaughter's shoulder. She loves you more than anything in this world. That's been clear since I first met her. Damn, reminds me of the time when she took the blame for that joint in your room. The man with the ponytail chuckled to himself, thinking, anyway, Victoria said she's not stressing out at all about tomorrow. Take that as a very good sign. It means most of the freelance and cinematic crap doesn't really matter much. She just wants to be with you. Thanks, David. If one thing goes wrong, though, I might flip my shit. She's fucking cool as hell, not worrying about most of this. And she shouldn't have to. But it has to be the greatest experience of her life. Do you know how much pressure that is? Every little thing must be perfect. It'd be fine, Chloe. Don't go doubting yourself. As you get older, you realize that experiences are all that matter anyway. Spending time together and sharing moments are the most valuable things in the world. You know her better than I do, but it's obvious she's head over heels for you, in love with you. It's gonna be fine. You right. I just fucked up a lot of shit in my life. I can't mess this up. Kristen and Fernando really VSVP'd early this morning. And before last night, we didn't have an assessment. It's gonna get too damn close. Ugh, let's choose to myself. I get to anyone that comments below saying bless you. I appreciate it. The Boohoo girl was anxious and nervous. Seeing as divided up the fall series and she felt hers were being held together with loose tape. Sorry if you heard that fart. Sorry. Sorry about that. I'm like, thank you again if anyone in the comments saying this me for when it comes to that fart. Thank you. Previous woman who accepted to fairly dropped out the week before. Chloe didn't tell Max because it was her responsibility, as he didn't want to put additional stress on her fiance. She contacted a dozen random individuals that she found online. They remembered what she saw in the first DreamSpace window. After a little digging, she realized the man was Bodie Holloway, a travel blogger who had already confirmed his attendance at the wedding. He quickly agreed to perform the ceremony, as he had previously been dated in the state. They were supposed to meet with him a week prior to the ceremony, but he had to cancel because of car trouble. She was putting her faith in the man she knew little about and hoped it would all come together. Sorry about that. Oh, I'm fine. Equal to anyone in the comic section that is concerned about me. But I'm fine. I'm A-okay, everyone. Well, what I'm drinking is Arizona all-natural kiwi sour fruit juice cocktail. No, it's not wine. It's not alcohol. It's basically tea. You could say it's more tea than anything. Well, I read the back of it's on here. Yeah, it doesn't say anything about alcohol, so this isn't alcohol, everyone. It might say fruit juice cocktail, but it's not alcohol. It's not. I promise you, it's not. It is good though. Kiwi Sour is the best thing ever. He waits. You know it. A middle-aged brown-haired girl lady agreed, stepping from around the corner in the hotel lobby. And things come met the women when they visited David in the desert just prior to the gallery trip to New York. Karen had become her stepdad's travel companion over the last couple of years. They had gotten pretty close. Chloe knew they weren't necessarily in a relationship, but they spent a lot of time together. David told her the women had 2 sons who had gotten into some trouble at one point, and they came to see them at the commute as well. By those few details, he didn't know much about her. Karen Reynolds, the son of Son Diaz and Daniel Diaz. Play Livy Swanston, no Livy Swanston, no more. This has been an ad that is totally not sponsored. Or I'm not being paid. So, there's your ad for the day. As long as you're the ones he's looking back at when you profess your love for each other, everything will be fine. There was something about the way she spoke. Her voice was calming and full of worldly experience. If someone had to deliver bad news to her, she hoped Karen would be the one to do it. I know you guys are right, but... She paused momentarily as the phone in her best buzz. We're talking about Max. She's my person. This one moment our lives will be remembered forever. I mean, damn if I let something go wrong. I swear, I hear things. I just, like nowadays, I'm trying to heal things, people. Again, I'm fine, everyone. I'm sorry for my coffee. Walking away from the group, Corey answered the call. Ryan, what's up? Chloe. As it's all gone. I don't know how to tell you this, but Mass is... Well, she's missing. That is, unless she's with you. What do you mean she's missing? No, she's not here. The girl's heart struck for her chest to her stomach as terror struck through her mind. Max was staying at her parents' house while Corey was staying at the hotel her stepfather and Karen had reserved. The girls knew it would be a strange night being apart. They hadn't slept in separate beds since before the first storm week. But Max wanted everything to be as traditional as possible. She's not here. And the Subaru is gone. It only concerns me because she left her phone on the kitchen table. The only time I remember her ever leaving this late was, well, with you. Wayne Race started serious, but he didn't seem to have reached the urgent point of calling the police to begin a manhunt. She couldn't have been gone long. I talked to her about 5 minutes ago. I'm sure there's an explanation for her whereabouts, but I figured I'd call you. Shit. Did he mention anything about leaving? I feel bad that I wasn't completely listening. He came in my office and mentioned something about someone special. It's tough to focus on anything besides work sometimes. His voice slightly hits with regret, followed by a deep, bubbly sorrow. Tomorrow is your daughter's wedding, and you're fucking working? Anytime Matt speaks to you, should be. Anytime Matt speaks to you, you should give her your full goddamn attention. Sorry about that. I had to basically let Clark know about basically that sentence because it says anytime Matt speaks, you should give her your full goddamn attention. As I said, anytime Matt speaks to you, you should give her your full goddamn attention. That's basically what I suggested. Like, I suggested it because how I hit it the first time out, it caught me. You could probably tell that it did. So, yeah, that's what happened. He's back to waiting. Chloe dropped and took a gasping breath as she unclenched her tightly balled fist. I'm sorry. I'm stressed about the wedding, and now nobody knows where my bride is? Didn't mean to snap on you. No, you're right. I should have paid more attention. There has to be a good reason for leaving, though. She wouldn't take off after dark without some sort of plan. He didn't seem confident with his words, but Corey felt he must be right. Mass most always thought things through before taking any sort of action. It was a part of what she loved so much about her beautiful freckled fiance. What about Vanessa? Maybe she knows something. The missing girl's partner was hopeful for some good news. No, she's sitting right here. We're in the same boat. Well, damn. If you hear from her, let me know. Yeah? I'll contact you right away when she turns up. I'm sorry to panic you. I'm sure it's nothing. Figured I should tell you anyhow. Hopefully it'd be one of those things where I should have just not bothered you about it. Thank you, Ryan. Sorry again about jumping down your throat. I'm already on edge, and not knowing where Mass is steals the hell out of me. Anyway, I either hear from you tonight or see you tomorrow. Good night, Corey. Night. The end of the call with new thoughts on her mind. For the better part of the last week, she'd been inundated with wedding details, just as David said. She knew in her heart that Max wouldn't mind if the sky were falling as long as he stood together and said, I do, in front of their friends and family. He just wanted to make it as special as she possibly could, but put extra pressure on herself. Now that she had no idea where her soulmate might be, the only thing she wanted to do was find her girl. She suspected zapping at her future father-in-law was it just because Max was missing. She was worried about their missing daughter now as well. The couple decided not to make the pregnancy announcement until after the wedding and honeymoon. But Ryan couldn't know about the baby until the time was right. Nobody could know this yet. Chloe's cell phone was still in her hand, so she decided to call Victoria. The voicemail came on and Chloe entered the call. She redialed immediately, and after several weeks, the blonde picked up. Hey, Chloe, what's going on? Have you seen Max? Harry seems missing. There was no time to be around the bush with prejudices. Chloe only had one thought bouncing around her brain. Missing? No, she's at her house. I was over there a few hours ago, and guess what? I finally convinced her to let me do her hair tomorrow. She shrugged it off until I practically begged. We did a test run and she's going to look absolutely fabulous for you tomorrow. You're very welcome. No need to thank. No offense, Victoria, Chloe interrupted. I can't check. She left her phone at her parents' house and they have no idea where she went. Does this say anything about needing to leave? Not that I remember. I saw she just ran an errand or something. That was a tall girl how calm her friend was at the news of her missing partner. I know her. She doesn't go run errands at night by herself. So it had to have happened. If she weren't so fucking truthful, we wouldn't have to spend the night apart. I don't mind might seem weird to you, Victoria, but I missed her. I mean, I know it's weird for you too. She told me she practically wouldn't sleep a week without you beside her. And it is only one night. It's a special night too. Because in the morning you ladies will officially be married. Who repeated her bond friend, trying to calm her down. But I felt so beneficial given the sarcasms. Yeah. I, gotta go. Thanks. So he hung up as he noticed her stepdad staring her direction. A confirmed look was on his face, and he seemed interested to see what was going on. It occurred to the brunette that she had exactly been whispering. The high lobby walls and lowered floors caused an amplified echoing effect around the large room. Chloe hesitantly walked over to where Karen had left David standing beside several pieces of ordinary, almost greatly old-fashioned furniture. Did you hear that conversation? Not all of it, but I heard enough. You say Max is missing? The man folded his arm in front of his chest and slightly tilted his head when he accepted his response. Yeah, Ryan and Vanessa said she left for some reason. Took the car but left her phone. I'm worried about her, David. If something happened to her, I don't know what I'd do. Hey, don't talk like that. It'll be fine. I'm sorry, nothing to worry about. Take it from me, being over-superstitious doesn't help anyone. Let's take a deep breath and think it through. Is there anyone besides her parents that might know who she is? Sorry, Victoria, it wasn't happening. But what about those other friends of hers from when she first moved here? Nah, she wouldn't leave this the night before ready to see some old friends she hasn't talked to in years. Chloe shrugged in a tiny, barely audible sigh and saved her mouth. Hang on, guys. Is there anyone else you could check with? Or is there anything else we could do? David didn't seem overly concerned, but it was clear suspicion was glowing. So he considered unplugging the fast forward pulse for a quick second to see near the connection and allow them to feel each other's powers. It's like it seemed like a great idea since he recalled the pact they made a couple of weeks ago. They wouldn't use the powers again, unless they both agreed it was a special circumstance. And as woke up as she had become, she would never break a promise to her perfect person. If Max was driving, she also worried about causing a wreck if she felt Corey's power. Besides, calling hospitals or police stations, I don't know what else to do. Maybe I am overreacting, but you knew her like I do. You know this is way out of character for her. She wouldn't just leave without telling me. this, this is something I'm gonna pause at this. Sorry about that. Ugh, I don't. That was just. Hate when that happens, but oh well. To deal with it. They're the military vet placed his hands on the gold sword and Gregory sees. You should try and get some rest, Chloe. Everything will work out. This time tomorrow, you two will be on your honeymoon. Think about how much fun you'll have. Listen, she's fine. Try not to worry so much. I'm just gonna grab a drink from the bar, then I'll be up. Go ahead and hang out with Karen. I'm be fine. Her attempts to convince David she wasn't freaking out anymore seemed to be working. Sounds like a plan. If you hear anything or need either of us, to come on over. We're here for you, Chloe. Love you. Thanks, David. Good night. Trying to appear calm and casual outwardly, even though she was terrified on the inside, was something she did for most of the latter half of her teen years. It didn't come as easily as it used to, but she knew she had pulled it off when her stepdad walked away and strolled towards the elevator. As David rounded the corner and walked towards the hallway, Corey slowly made her way to the bar. For Cliff's Thursday evening, the hotel restaurant was dead. The seat yourself sign was up and the staff had been reduced to minimum necessary. The bartender seemed to be the only person working besides maybe a cook or a manager in the back. She sat alone at the boat store and ordered a proper red ale on draft. It was a locally brewed ale she had never heard of, but it seemed better than the others on tap. It didn't take very long to finish the first beverage and order the second. Otherwise, he was panic drinking, but didn't know what else to do. Tripoli alcohol calmed her nerves, but tonight was making her even more anxious. Chloe sent a series of texts to Victoria, Ryan, and even Fernando, but none of them had heard anything from her partner. Terror was beginning to set in again, and she decided she had to do something. She checked with local hospitals and police stations with no success. She would have been relieved to know her fiance wasn't in jail or in a hospital bed somewhere, but Max had been through other horrifying events that made those two possibly seem like decent options. The boohoo girl wanted to be brave, but the longer she sat in silence, the more her head became her worst enemy. What if she's in the fucking ditch hurting somewhere? She asked the mirrored wall in front of her that saved thousands of dollars worth of liquor. She began drinking her third beer as horrified potential scenarios rattled around in her mind. Ignorance was a velvet eat her eerie thought. Goddamn universe, this can't let us be happy. Why is something city always trying to rip us apart? So from behind her socket swords she heard the only words that could pour from her outward smile. The universe can't tell us, babe. We're unstoppable. Chloe spun around she quickly she almost became dizzy. So Chloe spun around so quickly she almost became dizzy. Mass! Fuck! Slipping up from the soul, she grabbed her favorite person and wrapped her warm arms around the girl's torso, compressing their bodies together with firm grasps. Their heads were pressed together at the ears and fixed in their location due to how hard the buzz girl was freezing. Not too tight, Crow. We're hugging for free now. The brunette giggled as her soulmate loosened her grip slightly. No fucking way am I letting you go. I give you two some room to breathe, but you're never leaving my sight again. Where the fuck did you go? I was packing. Your dad even called me worried, and he said you left your phone on the kitchen table. Shit. I'm sorry. I wanted to surprise you with something. And what's that with my phone? Holly noticed her fiance had a blue gift bag in her only free hand. The other arm was still taped between the tracks of the two girls. A sort of gift for both of us. They withdrew their embrace and Max placed the bag on the bar counter. The gaze couple kissed several times and took their seats. They sat down and stared into each other's beautiful blue eyes for what seemed like an eternity. Nothing interesting but the duo. So, what's in the bag? The tall girl finally questioned, stepping away from her gaze. What could be so important you would nearly give me a damn heart attack? Max grabbed the bag and set it in her lap before opening and revealing its contents to her future wives. But she picked up Chloe's bale glass from the counter and chugged the last third. Try Copper's red ale? They probably a bit of front on her upper lip. The foam from her lover's shortly striped left to right, correcting the leftover bale foam, and shook her foam in her mouth. I love the way you taste, love. Seeing her partner again after being apart for half a day was turning the older girl on. The damn purple girl from the bar made for a maggot ambiance. Something old, something new, something bold, something blue. Familiar with it? Max ran her fingers through Corey's hair as he finished the traditional wedding phase with a miss on the word blue. So in order to response, then her soulmate continued. It took me some time to locate the first item, but it'd be the something old you can fold and put in that inside pocket on your dress. I really didn't want the pocket when we picked out our dresses, but trust me, it'd be worth it. The brunette pulled out the first item, which she had cut in two equal pieces from corner to corner. This was your dad's handkerchiefs. Remember? He won it when we let him play pirates with us. I knew I still had it somewhere. I had to find it. Something old symbolized moving from your past life to the new one. We still together. I put the second piece in my secret dress pocket too. Glenn was like a father to me, and I love and miss him so much, babe. Excuse me, sorry about that. Excuse me. Thank you for anyone that's saying doozy in the comment. A single tail slid down the cheek from the listening girl's eye as the second thread threaded to fall from the other. Noticing the tail, her best friend tenderly wiped it from her face and kissed her on the cheek. For the something new part, both our dresses are brand new, except by residents a hopeful future. Chloe sat in amazement, thus watching her wonderful soulmate go through her incredible presentation. Last thing in the bag will work for the other two. So we reached in and revealed an item that made the Blue Hill girl gasp and more silent tears roll down her face. This time she wiped them herself and took the item into her possession. She held it up tenderly between her pointer and her thumb and listened to her partner's words. Something borrowed is a little bit of a stress because it's typically from another bride, but in our case, this is perfect because it symbolizes luck being transferred from one person to the other. I have come to not really believe in luck, but I believe our fate and our destiny was solidified because of the person who wore it. The something blue could have just been your blue hair, although it started looking a little bit purple these days. Max laughed to herself as Chloe stared in awe. She couldn't believe how amazing this whole thing was. It symbolizes purity, verified variety, and love. I can't think of better words to describe what we have, babe. Poor love. Purity means faithlessness and loyalty. We are both faithful and completely loyal to one another. But that's not the entire thing. She wore this when you two were close. She was more than faithful to both us. She saved our lives and the life in our daughter because of her loyalty and her love for our family. Technically, this could have been something old too, since it also symbolizes the protection of a baby to come. Max retrieved the blue feather earring her partner was holding, and gently threaded through her fiance's elbow. The tender way the girl caressed her neck and nails sent a perceptible trail through Chloe's body. A lot of satisfied again formed on her face, and she kissed the girl on the cheek. Will you do me a favor and wear this during the ceremony? I can't think of a better way to keep our promise to her than to honor her memory as we say, I do. What do you think, Chloe? With eyes wide, Chloe mentally struck her head up and down. I don't know what to say, love. The entire thing, and you, I don't know. I'm speechless, amazed, and honestly materialized by how goddamn beautiful you are. What the fuck, dude? She stood up and hugged the freckled girl around the neck, placing one hand on the back of her head and one under her chin. She tenderly dragged her legs across her partner's. A few drippy, loving moments passed, and the girls pulled back. I love you so much. I love you too, Crow. I just had to see you again before them all. Thank you for letting me do this. It means a lot to me. I know it's groupy, but I hope it means something to you too. It's not groupy, it's romantic, and it's special. You're special, Mass. You've always been the most incredible person around. And it's not like you're flashy or selfish or want any recognition. You just want to express your love and care. I love that so much about you. Fuck, I love every single thing about you. She thought about her last word and could feel the corners of her lips curling up. Well, I don't like when you leave your damn phone and go on a secret trip without me. Max tried to hold her laugh in, but couldn't. The girls gathered together and squeezed each other fondly. No kisses or warming hands were needed. Putting each other's warmth was more than enough. They were Max and Chloe, and that is all that mattered. We need to get to sleep. I have a 30-minute drive ahead of me. Victoria will be over early to help me get ready. Oh shit, that's why she told me you agreed to let her do your hair. That's amazeballs. I'm glad you decided to go through with it. I want to work my best for you. When we turn the corner and see each other for the first time tomorrow, it's gotta be perfect. I want to work perfect for you, Crow. You already work perfect, but thank you for doing it. You'll be glad you did when we get the photos back. It's our special day, Massy Mass. Fuck, I'm getting excited now. I was so nervous earlier. Then when I thought you were missing, I was so regretting the whole wedding thing altogether. Now that my mind is clear, I'm so damn excited to do this with you. It's still the best day of our life together. Save some of those words for your vows, babe. Mass's smile was so cute and charming, she couldn't help but smile back. It quickly dawned on her that she hadn't even started writing her vows yet. Unless she wanted her best friend to stay, she started thinking of ways to hurry her out, so she could run to her room and get to writing. You better be safe on your way home, and test me, damn it! Test me the second you get inside, so I know you're safe. Then send me another one when you get in bed. Promise. Joined at the hands, the girls walked out to the saloon and kissed goodbye. Before leaving, Mass reached up and unhooked the earring if anyone still had the earring from her ear. I keep this for now. The next time that they see each other would be when they rounded the corner during the ceremony. As soon as Mass was on the road and out of sight, Corey swam to the elevator and went up to her room. She gathered a pen and a notepad the hotel provided when she checked in. She turned out all the lights, leaving the one above her bed on, and began writing. About 2 sentences in, she closed her eyes and fell asleep with thoughts of her and her soulmate's wedding day slowly dancing around in her head. Ooh, hoo, 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 hoo. So that's chapter 13, basically. Yep, it is. Now we're gonna get started with the very next thing. Thing that's more exciting. Basically, what I think a lot of you will consider your favorite, like, second favorite part of Soy. It's the big time. It's the big time. Though I will admit the big time is the last chapter of the story. But besides that, we got fun time with the next chapter. Chapter 14 is fun. So be ready. And then we're gonna be ready. Hi everyone. This is AmberAnkNA 2000 again. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. Because, I really did enjoy making it. But, so I hope you enjoyed it. Comment, like, and subscribe with the notifications on down below. Till next time, bye!